right, Boskoe100.
What's the deal, Ken?
Man, glad to have you back.
Man, glad to be back, bro. That mean I'm still bracking.
You're still bracking, man. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot going on. I see you on the internet.
Man.
You know, Instagram,
Oh, God.
YouTube.
Oh, God, Instagram be with me, bro. I swear to God, like, now every time I go live, they take my live. Like, every time I go live, it always get cut mid-live, and they talk about just bullying. I'm bullying. Like, anything I use, like, my content is, like, outcasted or some shit, bro. Like, I can't, like, do my thing no more. It's crazy.
They're restricting you, holding you back.
It's crazy.
Shadow banning you.
I gotta go X with it. What is it? X. Them bitches on
Twitter.
there, man, them bitches on there showing pussy, doing all kind of shit, like, bro, like, X. Bro, I can't even go on Twitter. Like, every time I go on there, it's like I'm on Pornhub. I'm like, what? But I can't even say on Instagram, but I get on Twitter. I think I would thrive on Twitter. And you know what's crazy? Like, somebody told me that years ago, like, I feel like you would thrive on Twitter. And I'm like, I think you're right, bro. I think they're right.
I think so too, man. Twitter, you go on there, you see people get killed.
Everything, bro.
It is like,
that's cool though. Like, it's like I ain't gonna lie. Elon Musk, he was so right about that. Like freedom of speech is so important, bro. And I'm glad he secured that, and we have that platform because it is so important, bro. Freedom of speech, bro. You gotta let people be who they are, bro. Like, what's all this like you know what I mean? You can't say shit. Like Facebook, Instagram is so policed. It's policed. It's crazy.
Yeah, I agree, man. That was, having a place like Twitter where, pretty much anything goes. Even Kanye is on there today going crazy with his tweets.
See what I'm saying? That's where I need to take my talents to. I ain't gonna lie.
Let's see, what did Kanye say today, man? Please free my brother Puff.
I mean, like, see, people just want Puff to be guilty so bad, but like, all right, freaky, bro, freaky. But that's not a crime, bro. Being freaky ain't a crime. Like, I don't agree with drugging people and all that, like, against they will. I don't agree with that, but like, people try to like ridicule him and condemn him just off the fact that he freaky. Oh, the freak offs. And like, bro, that's not a crime, bro. Being freaky ain't a crime. I'm not. If he did what he did, he deserved what he get, bro. Like, if he did what they're accusing him of, all of that, like, whatever. But just as far as being freaky and freak offs and all that, like, that's not a crime, bro. I don't see that, like, I don't see sending a man to jail for that. Now, if you was drugging people and all that, that's different, bro. Like, you took it too far, but I can't condemn it just off of being freaky, bro.
He says he's a Nazi. 10 hours ago, he tweeted, "I'm a Nazi."
I don't like. I get what he's saying though. Like, you gotta really understand Kanye.
I love Hitler. Like, this fool.
Kanye just like, shock value. Shock value.
That's crazy.
Shock value. Man, you been doing your thing, man. I see you got Jim Jones and shit. I see you do the Jim Jones interview. That shit was lit. I said, look at Cam, man. He doing this shit, bro.
Yeah, I got it right at the right time. Him and Cameron had them back and forth going.
Yeah,
Cameron
Cam said that nigga ain't
from
from Harlem. He from the Bronx. He from the Bronx. I mean, hey, Like, but honestly, I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie. The whole time y'all was dipsetting and doing the dipset shit, he was from Harlem. Now all of a sudden y'all beefing, now he ain't from Harlem. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, that make you look corny too though. Like, honestly, like, that kind of make you look corny too. Like, all of a sudden he ain't from Harlem, but you were letting this claim Harlem. Like, why he wasn't pushing the Bronx the whole time, bro? Like, why you wasn't been saying that? Now y'all getting into it. Now, oh, you ain't even from Harlem, you from the Bronx. Your granny from Harlem. I seen all that shit, bro. That shit kind of corny, bro. That shit corny as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I think, they just, he tried to use whatever weapons he can get against them when they're fighting. You know, when you're arguing with somebody.
Take a
publicly.
fade though. Like, why y'all ain't take a fade? Like, meet up, take a fade. Like,
Keep it in house.
Take a fade. Like, what's wrong with that? What happened to that?
I see. Yeah, you know.
Take a fade. Dude. I ain't gonna lie though. Jim Jones been getting victimized his whole career. I ain't gonna lie. Man, like his whole career really, like, I with Jim like he was cool, but I ain't gonna lie, been getting victimized this whole career though. True Life, what's my boy that's in jail, Max B, just his whole career he been getting victimized, I ain't gonna lie.
Well, when I did the interview, you know, I was kind of trying to go through his story. I was looking for some like young Jim Jones stories
Some
that people
highlights.
might have, never heard about him, knew about him growing up and everything.
I'm not gonna sit here and do a discography, my brother. It's a little bit too much for me. And you ain't pay enough for that. So if you got some other questions you wanna ask, or you could erase all this shit and I could send you your money back. Either or.
Okay, I mean,
I understand what's going on and the plight of everything that's going on and people want to know the history, but this ain't the way that you're not going to be able to get the whole Jim Jones or Jomo story for that, what you did. I thought this was some regular questions. Seemed like you trying to get everything up to every point, and that's not going to happen right now. So if you want to ask some questions, I'm cool with that, but you definitely can't ask me all these questions you're asking, my brother. So if you got some shit you want to ask, you better ask and get it off your chest, but I ain't going through this with you because you don't have enough money for that. No disrespect.
and
He don't want to talk about
he
it.
didn't want to talk about it, man.
Because he been getting victimized his whole career, bro. I swear to God. Like, from the beginning, like, he was the shit. Like, back in the day, like, you looked at him like, I think, honestly, I think he shouldn't have started rapping. I think he was better off being, like, behind the scenes businessman, like, whatever he was doing. I think he was better off in it. Like, when he started rapping, I feel like that changed his whole, like, it just, everything changed. Like, we started, like, I don't think nobody would have cared about nothing that happened if he didn't start rapping. Like, I think him starting to rap, I think it kind of like it took him left field, like, you know what I mean?
Okay. I mean,
Honestly,
it put him in the spotlight more, but it kind of,
I mean, he blew.
made a lot of money. He made a lot of money off that Ballin' song.
He made a lot of
20
money.
mil.
He blew through 20 mil though. Like, what you do with 20 mil? How you blow through 20 million? Like, $20 million, you ain't like, all you got to show us is your outfit. Like, I've never really seen this show nothing but his outfits and jewelry. Like, oh, look, I got a chain. Look at my outfit. Like, bro, $20 million, like, you ain't got no real estate, no companies, no, like, that's corny to me, bro. Like, I don't respect that, bro. Like, you do what you want to with your money, but it's just, to me, like, bro, like, to have made that much money and the most you could show off if you like 50 years old or probably 50 years old, and the biggest thing you can show us is your outfits and your jewelry still at this point, like, it's corny, bro. Corny.
I think, rappers, they get on and, they want to look good for the camera, and they buy the chains and they buy the Versace, and they don't have nothing for the future saved.
That's corny as bro. Like, at some point, like, all right, cool, your pretty outfit, bro, your pretty chain, like, your pretty moissanite chain, like, yeah, that's cool. But, like, what else are you gonna do with like $20 million? Like, to say you blew through $20 million and you ain't got shit to show for it but a Versace scarf, like, that shit is corny, bro. I can't respect that.
You think that's just being young?
I think us as blacks, we're not really taught money management. Like, we don't know money management. Like, all we know is, like, getting to the money. Like, we getting to the money. We getting money and going to spend the money. Like, but, like, money management, I don't think that's like it's not something that we're taught or that we, you know what I mean? It's something that's acquired through years of balling and dealing with the right people, but like for the most part, the majority of us, we have no money management skills or even no real like, we don't know money. We don't know money.
Okay, yeah, man. I mean, I hear what you're saying, man. I mean, when you don't have money and you get money, you just want to just spend.
Like that's it. Like, see, that's all we know. We know, all right, go get the Benz. Man, oh, I got some money. I'm gonna go get a chain. I'm gonna go get a Benz. I'm about to go to the mall and get all designer clothes and like, but we don't really know. Like that's how Wesley Snipes end up in prison for tax evasion and you know what I mean. We don't really understand the whole ideal of money. Like honestly, we don't. Like I don't. I didn't. Like the biggest bag I ever got. Right now, I don't have anything to show for it. For the biggest bag I ever made, I've been famous for a long time, been doing this shit. But the biggest bag that I've got, I don't have anything to show for that. Like right now, like nothing. I have nothing to represent that bag right now today.
And you think that's because you just didn't have the information? You don't think it had nothing to do with you just being young or, you know what I'm saying, maybe coming from a rough upbringing?
I mean, it was a little bit of that too, but I think it was more of the lack of knowledge of money. Like we don't have knowledge of money. We don't have like, you know what I mean? We don't have no knowledge of money, bro. We don't know all we think is you know what I mean? We only think about the right now, the here and now. Like it seemed like everybody else knows to think about the future and generational wealth. Like we don't have generational wealth in our families. Like we just get to the bag, we get to the money, we get the bag. But we don't have generational wealth. We don't have lessons of money being passed down to us as blacks. I feel like we lacking that a lot.
Okay. I mean, for me, man, when I was young, man, I spent all my money, bro. I was like, I get paid, I'd hit the mall, I spend my money, man. Whenever I made money, I go to Vegas. I was doing everything but saving. As you know, now that I'm older, I do mostly saving and very little spending. So
That's me now. I sort of like me, I don't like to spend, I hate to spend money. I don't like flossing. I don't like spending money. I don't like designer clothes. I don't like none of that shit. I don't like designers. I don't like foreign cars. I don't like none of that shit. Like all the shit I don't like any of that shit. Like I don't give a about that. I like saving money and having money. Like I don't want no designer cars, designer clothes, none of that shit. Like that shit is like now at this point in my life, I don't care nothing about that shit. It's cool, like, if you got it and it's cool, but me personally, I don't care about that shit.
Probably some of the biggest news going on right now is 50 Cent. He kind of came out against Big Meech. There's a whole Who Is Tammy Counts post, and then, people were kind of like, well, is he going to expose Big Meech or is he going to put a documentary out? Maybe he's going to clear up the rumors about Big Meech. But, then like a day or so later, he did the post where, I think I'm Big Meech with, a picture of a rat.
She's sexy as shit, though. I'm good. The little Tammy bitch, that bitch, she's sexy. But she a snitch, too. Like, that bitch, like, how you, like, trying to, like, point the finger at Meech, but you with this bitch, she's a snitch, too. Like, she's a rat. Like, you know what I mean? She's a rat, but you, like, you with her, but you trying to point the finger at Meech. Like 50 a petty ass to me, bro. 50 petty. Like I respect his position in the game and the shit he accomplished, but he really a petty ass, bro. Like, how you so worried about Big Meech and what he did, but with this bitch, she's a snitch too. For me, bro. Like, why you trying to praise her but ridicule him? Like, that's weird.
You saying, so 50's selective politicking?
Selective politicking for sure. Like, how you pointing the finger at Meech and this bitch is a rat? She an informant. Like, how are you trying to, like, bro, she an informant too.
She's the one that did it all, actually.
So how are you praising her but trying to ridicule Meech. That sounds stupid. That's weird. And I don't want to hear Tony Ayo, right? Yeah, 50, yeah, 50. Man, shut your sucking ass up, man. Sucking professional, career-wide sucker, bro.
You think Tony Ayo is a little too much?
Bro, that
50?
nigga's a 50. That was suck 50 on America. What's that shit? That was suck 50 on LA Today. What's that shit? What's the new show? Like, bro,
Good Morning America?
Again, Good Morning America. On Good Morning America, that suck 50 on Good Morning America if he asked him to. Tony Ayo, though. Yeah, fifth. Yeah, fifth. Like, god damn, bro. Fifth don't even like that. Like Fifth every time. Like Fifth don't even really like blood. Like Fifth like Fifth don't really like you. He always like if you really listen to 50, he don't even like half the shit you say. Half the sucker you do, he really don't even like appreciate it. But you just like a professional sucker your whole career, bro. Like, all right, he made you a millionaire. We get it. All right, cool. He changed your life. He made you a millionaire. But stop sucking that. That's all I hear from Tony Ayo, bro. Swear to God.
They're saying that all this started because Big Meech was hanging out with Rick Ross, taking pictures.
So what? That's not your homie. He not from New York. He not from your hood. Why he owe you? He don't owe you no. Like, bro, the business is business, bro. Like, his enemies, like, your enemy. Rick Ross ain't even your enemy. You ain't did shit to Rick Ross. What the fuck 50 done to Rick Ross? Like, you ain't did shit. Like, why? Like, he ain't even your enemy like that. Like, you get like this bullshit ass rap beef. Yo, rap beef. Like, why I gotta kiss your ass or your enemies and my enemies? Like, man, shut your bitch ass up. That shit sound like some bitch shit, bro. Like, nigga, I don't know you like that. I ain't from your hood, yo. Like, I don't give a about your rap beefs. You.
Big Meech was Big Meech. You know, before the TV show, yeah, I mean, 50 got him the TV show, but I mean, 50 made a lot of money off the TV show too.
Bruh.
And Big Meech was all, you know, everybody knew who the BMF Big Meech story.
Your rap beef. Your rap beef. And you don't want to fade Ross. Like, catch a fade. Like, all this whole rap beef, like, all these years y'all been, why you ain't caught no fade yet? Go catch a fade. Catch a fade. Like, bro, your rap beef.
You think he's expecting too much loyalty from someone that he didn't grow up with?
Yeah.
Versus like a Tony Yayo.
Bro, all right, I feel Tony Yayo. He been sucking since high school. Like, cool. But, like, Big Meech don't owe you nothing. Like, bro, do he owe you? Like, he didn't grow up with you. He didn't come up with you. They ain't your mans like that. You got business relationships. Like, it's a Big Meech. Like, of course he gonna come home and receive all the love that he receiving. Like, why? Oh, no, I ain't gonna Ross. Because he didn't. You and your rap beef. Your rappers. Rapper.
You know, a lot of people kind of predicted this from 50. You know, they said this is kind of what 50 do. If you are in 50's circle in any way, shape, or form, and you take a picture with his op, he's gonna come for you.
Diddy, take that. 50 like Diddy, man. You want everybody around you to suck your, man. Diddy shit, bro. Like 50 is like, bro. 50 act like a broad sometimes to me, bro. Like, you know, I respect 50 and this shit, but he act like he got a lot of broad ass ways, bro.
I think it could deter people from wanting to do business with him. You know, I don't.
I mean, shit, they ain't gonna stop making money. Like, he ain't the only to make money with. Like, you ain't the only, like, you know what I mean? He ain't the only in the game with money. Like, plenty, like, bro, I don't gotta put you to get on. Like, get.
I'm sure Big Meech could have took that show damn near anywhere.
Bro,
not with 50 and
he
stars.
had plenty of deals on the table, him coming home, bro. Like, you think he's going to come home and make no money? Like, I mean, you know, you looked out and you did what you did. You probably jumped the gun, but Big Meech is Big Meech. BMF is BMF. Without you, you didn't create BMF. You didn't make Big Meech. Like, you know what I mean? 50 be acting like a broad.
Well, they're saying that people are pulling out of the Welcome Home concert for Big Meech over this.
I mean,
Her little baby pulled out.
cause people, though, like, you know, rappers, like, you know, when it comes to rap, a lot of these rap, like, so they, you know, everything is once one don't look sweet no more, like, want to separate themselves and disassociate them. Just like with Lil Baby, the same that was getting sandwiched by a billionaire, like, bro, you getting sandwiched in a hug, like, but now you want to put, big, like, he was getting sandwiched.
You think that picture was out of hand? It was at the Michael Rubin white party, right? That's what you're talking about?
Bruh, you got sandwiched, bro.
To me, it just looked like the pictures were taken out of context. You know what I'm saying? But it did look funny, though, man.
Bro, like, why are you getting sandwiched and you supposed to be this street dude, this street from, you know what I mean? Like, it just didn't look cool. Like, I wouldn't be getting sandwiched. I don't give what billionaire, what billionaire I'm not getting sandwiched.
Man. You know, how's Boskoe handling that situation? I mean, because it's a video. I'm assuming that they didn't pose for a picture, that it was probably just...
You was comfortable.
It probably happened for that 1 second.
Yo was already comfortable doing shit like that. Like, bro, like, talk about drunk hugs. Like, you know, oh, we're giving drunk hugs at the... I don't know. Sounds some Diddy shit to me. Definitely some baby oil Diddy type shit is going on. To me, that's, you know, that's how I see it.
Well, they're saying Little Baby back to all the concert, and more people are probably going to do it, especially with 50 Cent coming out. A lot of people, when a person's labeled a snitch, it deters people from being around them.
You niggas is rappers, though. You worried about what this did in the streets and, like, you rappers, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, like, I don't give a who's snitching or not. No, these days in my life, like, I don't give a who's snitching or not, bro. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not a criminal. I'm not, like, coming to you like, that's like if somebody told me, like, niggas saying, oh, yeah, I just don't care about that shit no more. In these days and times in my life, I don't give a who's a snitch or not. Like, I'm not a criminal. I'm not out here committing criminal and you know what I mean? I don't give a, I don't care. Like,
how much do you think, like, a documentary about Big Meech would affect his money?
I think a documentary will make his money go up right now. Like, who don't want to see it? Like, you know,
a documentary about, if Tammy counts, because there was this audio that leaked where 50 Cent is talking to a lady, and they're saying the lady is Tammy Counts, and she's talking about, like, yo, well, the truth is the truth, and it is what it is, and it looks like there's going to be, like, a whole documentary about this shit, and she's going to be the one.
But honestly, who cares, though? Like, who really cares?
You don't think people care?
I don't.
People still stand next to him?
I mean, she's a snitch. Like, that's the crazy part. Like why 50 you so invested in Meech being a snitch, but you dealing with the informant bitch? Like, she's an informant. She's a snitch. She's an informant. Like, so why is she better than him? Like, why is she any better? That don't make no sense.
I mean, she co-produced the show. She's the one that owns Big Meech's life rights.
She's the one that snitched, though. She's the informant. She's the informant. So why is it bigger for Meech than bigger than and not big for her? Like, it just don't make no sense. Like, why are you so worried about Meech but you overlooking this bitch? It's just like, what's the girl over there dealing with Jay-Z and them and Def Jam?
I don't know.
I
know who you're talking about.
The informant bitch. Like, yeah, like, why are you, like, you know what I mean? How are you overlooking her, but you more invested in him being a snitch? Like, I think he could take a fade. Take a fade.
Big Meech and 50 in the ring.
Big take a fade.
Okay, that would probably be a good fight. They both seem like they're about the same size.
Take a fade. Like, take a fade.
Do you think 50 was maybe mad when he found out that Big Meech was snitching? And, not wanting to be around snitches?
You mad about? He ain't snitched on you. Like, you a businessman. Like, if you a businessman, do business. I don't give a fuck about you snitching, and I don't care about all that shit. All that snitch shit. If you not in the streets with this man and you not in business with this man as far as like dope business and like, you know what I mean? Like what do you give a fuck about? Like, who gives a like, if you a snitch, you a snitch. That's between you and your homies, bro. That's you and your hood that got to deal with that shit. You ain't from my hood. I don't do criminal business. I'm not a criminal, so I don't care nothing about that shit, bro. That shit. I'm not a criminal.
So there's been this video of this guy talking down on you. I guess an OG from your hood.
He's not an OG. Why people keep calling this dude? He's a bitch from my hood. He ain't nobody, bro. He's a bitch. Like he with punks. Like he went to prison. He with them punks. He's not an OG from the hood. He's just from the hood. He's not an OG. Like, why what makes him an OG? Just cause he like he's not an OG, bro. That nigga's a bitch. I this girl. He went to jail. I beat the shit out of him. Me and one of my other homies beat the fuck out of him like some years ago. Some shit he did. He didn't really do shit, but we beat the fuck out of him. And then fast forward, I end up on this girl and I on his sister. But he ain't shit. Like, that nigga ain't no known nigga. Like, he barely even know him. Like, you can't even like it's a lot of like that are seeing that shit, they don't even know who the fuck he is. Like, I know who he is because, you know, I was around. He was from the hood as long as I've been from the hood. I'll say that. But that nigga's a nobody, bro. Nobody.
So you think that all this, the hate that he gave you and everything he said about you comes from your guys' history that you guys had?
He's clout chasing. No, he just understands the internet. I feel like he just been sitting back watching the internet. He know how gullible the internet is. He know how anything you say is gonna be, you know what I mean? You can say anything and the people gonna eat it up. And then me responding to it, it just gives him a, you know what I mean? It gives him a, now you're somebody. Oh, Boskoe responded. Now here's somebody. Like, he's just like, bro, he's a nobody ass nigga. Come to the hood. Like, come to the hood. Like, let's go to the hood.
I seen your video.
Come
you
to the
said,
hood.
let's go to the hood and let's
come
talk
to the
about
hood.
it.
Come to the hood. Like, you ain't seen it, Larry. You said all that. Now come to the hood. Now come be in the same room with me. Come be in the same place I'm at the same time and say any of that. That's it. Like, we clear that up. We clear that right up. Let's go to the hood. Like, all right, you be in the hood every day. All right, so let's meet up and you be in the same place as me at the same time. Let's share the same space. Let's occupy the same, what they say, let's occupy the same space.
I mean, do you feel like, you know, being famous kind of brings this type of stuff out of people?
Of course. That's what comes with this shit. Clout chasers. They gave it a phrase now. The clout chasers. That's what they call it, clout chasing. I'm mad they call this OG from, what makes him an OG? Like, who the fuck? Like, he ain't no OG. That nigga's a bitch. He with punks. That nigga don't even come to the hood. We ain't there. The last time he came to the hood, the other homie beat that baby Booyah, Lil Booyah beat the fuck out that nigga. Last time he came to the hood, like, bro, the homie beat the fuck out of him in the pen. Like, he always been a buster. He just a bitch from the hood. He from the hood, but he's a bitch. Ain't never been nobody. And he trying to get his YouTube channel going. Oh, I'm trying to start a YouTube, so let me say some shit that, like, nothing he said was true. Like, nothing he said was true. Yeah, I got everybody calling my phone, like, bro, nobody even really remembers this dude. Like, that's how much of a nobody he is. Like, nobody even remembers him. Like, it's like, oh yeah, he from your hood. Like, yeah, he from the hood. He from the hood, but he's a bitch. Like, come be in the same room with me. That's all. Come be in the same room. Be in the same place that I am at the same time. Like,
What'd you guys get into it over?
nothing. I ain't seen this in years.
Well, I mean, you said you guys beat him up back in the day?
Oh, honestly, like, my homie was drunk and he put his burner, he put his burner up and he forgot where he put it and he blamed them for taking it. He said they took it. He like, oh, them niggas took my burner, and we beat the out the, but he ended up finding it. He just really misplaced it, so we really beat the out the for no reason, kinda, like, you know what I mean? And we got in trouble over it. Like the homies was mad. We got in trouble over that shit. But we beat the out the. And then fast forward, he ended up going to jail. I this girl Renasia. Shout out Renasia. Hi Renasia. But I this girl, and then it's like he got a little shit. He kind of holding a grudge over her shit. But I didn't even know I don't even think he knew I her. But he know now though. I Renasia though.
Were you guys ever friends?
I mean, he from the hood. Like, I never liked him, though. Me, personally, I never liked him. I never liked that. Like, I never like, he was always a little bitch-ass nigga. Like, he was just, like, always, like, a little Smeagol. Like, a little, like, he just, like, I never liked him personally. He was always a little bitch-ass to me. Like, you know what I mean?
After that situation happened, did you guys talk? Like, were you guys cool afterwards? Did you guys
We was never cool. Like, that's what I'm saying. I never liked him. Like, we was from the same hood, but I never liked him. Like, he was always a little bitch ass to me. He just had little bitch ass ways. He was always a little bitch, like, to me. You know what I mean? But I don't think too many really respect him. Like it's not, you ain't gonna hear no coming out talking about shit he did. Like, all the shit he was saying, but bro, we don't know you for doing nothing. Like, you never did shit, bro. He was just from the hood. Like, he used to dress. He was like one of them pretty boy niggas from the hood. He used to have outfits and shit, like one of them Jim Jones type. Like, oh yeah, my outfit, like that was it. Like, bro, he ain't known for no activities or nothing. Like, he was a bitch. He was just from the hood. But he was always a little bitch ass, though.
Well, since our last interview, No Jumper had the wild fight. Well, I don't want to say No Jumper, but it happened at No Jumper. The wild fight at No Jumper with Loose Cannon.
That goofy, bro. That goofy. That Loose Cannon do goofy shit, bro. Like, that's a torpedo. We call it like that torpedo. Like, he's a torpedo. Like, just do goofy shit. Like, everything he does is never no, like, meet up, man-to-man shit, let's fight, let's say. Everything he do is some, like, chance type, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's a fucking torpedo. Like, bro, that shit is goofy, bro. Beat out of Loose Cannon. Let's take a fade. Let's just meet up face to face and take. Like, why you always gotta wait to run into somebody and try to do some? Let's just meet up and take a fade. Let's take a fade.
What did you think about the footage leaking?
Buster shit. A bunch of Buster shit. He's a Mark, Buster, all of the above.
A lot of people were surprised that he leaked the footage and that you would record something like that, man. It was
goofy.
It was
that's how you know.
brutal.
That's how you know he's a goofy. Like, bro, everything he do is for clout. It's goofy. Meet up with somebody and take a head up fade. Let's leak that. Let's leak us meeting up and taking a head up fade. Like, let's leak that.
You guys been having some issues for a while, man. I think his favorite thing to call you is Honey Bun.
Why we ain't met up and took a fade yet though? Like, what's the problem with us meeting up? Like, why I ain't seen you yet though? Like, it's not because of me. He got my number. I got his phone number. I call him. Right? You want me to call him? I got his phone number. Why we ain't met up yet and took a fade though? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when we gonna take a fade? All this talking, honey bun, sweetheart, and all right. When we gonna meet up and take a fade though? That's gonna go viral. That's gonna go viral. Let's meet up and take a fade. Like, why you don't want to be in the same room with me in the same time? Like, let's take a fade.
I mean, you guys could do a boxing match. That could work and get
could.
paid off of it.
I mean, we could. That's cool too. Whatever.
You guys are about the same size.
That's cool. That's what I'm saying. Bro, he bigger than me.
Is he?
Yeah.
He might be. Yeah.
He said he weighed 225. I weigh 185.
He's kind of, he's stocky.
I'll beat that. Oh God. I'll beat the out of Loose Cannon. Let's meet up. Let's take a fade.
Well, Forex has been going crazy lately. He's been doing good numbers. He's been kind of taking internet by storm, man. He got out of jail.
His whole claim to fame is taking a fade with Jap. He beat up Jap. And like, bro, we want to see him take a fade too. Like he take a fade too. We want to see you fade. We want to see this. So he ain't got no vocabulary. Like we don't want to see nothing from you but fade. We don't want to see you catch a fade too. We want to see you squabble. All these squabbles you talk about, that's all we want to see. He ain't entertaining to me. He annoying. Take a fade, bro. We want to see you squabble. That's all we want to see from that. Squabble up.
Munchie B and Brick did an interview. And in this interview, Munchie B says 4 Extra exaggerates his stories.
He do. He ain't like, bro, come on, bro. You think he just beat everybody up? Like, oh yeah, I be like, bro, he ain't beat and knocked out everybody. Like, bro, we would have stabbed the shit out of bro. Like the way jail works, like, ain't no that finna just be running around the jail thinking he terrorizing shit. Gonna stab the shit out of bro. Like, period. I mean, that's cool. Like, he won some fades or he beat a couple. That's cool, but like, eventually, bro, that shit ain't gonna last so long. We would have stabbed the shit out that, bro.
You know, a lot of people were, you know, they thought that maybe Brick Baby shouldn't have let Munchie B say those things to him because, you know, him and 4 Extra are supposed to be homies.
I mean, see, so you shouldn't have asked them questions then. Like, don't ask them questions. Like, what do we hear? Like when you ask them questions, well, you gonna hear what I say. Like, my answer gonna be my answer. So if that's the case, you shouldn't have asked them questions. Don't ask them questions. If you don't want to hear these answers, don't ask them questions.
Okay, I mean, I hear what you're saying. You know, but I think it was like, you know,
I think Adam just a bitch ass too, though. I think Adam be trying to like, he egg a lot of that shit on it. I think Adam will suck blood too. Like, Adam will suck that if he asked him too, bro. Adam like a bitch ass too, though. He try to egg a lot of shit on and like, Adam a bitch too.
But Adam making content, you think he does too much making content? Like too much
I think he
of
do
it?
he do too much. He do too much.
Like, what would be like an example of, you know, a time when Adam maybe went too far?
That time right there. That time right there. He always go too far. Like, he just weird. Like, Adam just do too much, bro. Adam do too much. He try to get too much into street politics and try to involve himself and try to, you know what I mean? He try to play both sides, bro. He do a lot of, he just a bitch ass to me. Adam need to take a fade too.
What do you mean Adam needs to take a
He
fade
need
too?
to take a fade too. Since he want to be all, oh yeah, I'm like he think he an honorary, like, he need to take a fade too.
He's an honorary
He
crib.
think he an honorary something. Take a fade. Take a fade. He need to squabble up too. Come to appeal court.
You know, well, one thing the Brick said is that it's gonna start a lot of shit with 4 Extra being on the internet, kind of like it already has. You know, you had the dude B Brazy come out and say that he beat 4 Extra up years ago.
Him. But you see his response. You see his energy ain't the same for Braves because he know Braves whooped his feet. So now, I'll be Braves. With the lanes. Yeah, he whooped your feet though. Like, he whooped your feet. Like, his energy ain't the same for Braves. You notice that energy change when he speak on Braves. Braves. You know, Braves whooped his feet. Like, it ain't. Come on, bro. We know what's happening.
It's talking about jail stories, like, you know, specifically talking about beating somebody up, man. Is that like something that's, you know, getting more popular now because people can get a lot of attention for it?
I mean, the people love drama, bro. Like, the internet is the internet is wrong, bro. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? We all gladiators to these people. These people want to see blood, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so anytime you speaking on some shit that got to do with some action, the people gonna be invested, like, all the way invested. It's just, you know, it's wrong. They want to see blood.
Just B Brazy, he seems to be blowing up from jail.
I mean,
it's kind of crazy.
All is blowing up from, it's entertaining, like, you know what I mean? Like, B Brazy, he a real killer, like, you know what I mean? So he got some real stories to tell, like, you know what I mean? Got 2 life sentences plus another 200 years, like.
Oh, okay, I didn't even know that about him.
Yeah, bro, got like double life he got double life plus an extra 200 and something years behind that. Yeah, never get out of jail.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, shout out B Brave though. Shout out Brave. Like,
Were you ever locked up with him? Do you know him?
I don't really know Braves like that. Like, I put the lanes, like, I know that I put the lanes heavy, but I never really, like, I don't think I really, like, met Braves, like, that I can remember. I don't really remember running across Braves.
Is it kind of crazy to see like these dudes you was locked up with like 10 years ago? You know, it's like they come out, you know what I'm saying, or they have a story and then they go viral and you're like, okay, damn, that's crazy. I remember being locked up with this dude.
I mean, I'm happy for niggas like me. It just make me happy, and it's just like, it's nostalgic to me. Like, you know what I mean? To seeing these, like, I forgot about, like me, I'm one of these dudes, I try to forget about all that shit. I don't glorify that jail. Like, you never hear me talk about that shit. Like, I don't talk about jail shit. So it's like, them niggas coming back, it just bring back memories for me. Like, oh yeah, I remember that nigga. Like, you know what I mean? It's nostalgic. It's cool.
Since our last interview, Little Durk has been indicted by the feds, murder for hire.
Shit ugly, bro. That shit is ugly. That shit ugly.
What was your first reaction?
That nigga out of here.
Just off of the fact that the feds did it,
Out of here.
and we all know how the feds get down.
Out of here.
That there's just even off of just that, you just no chance.
Out of here. The feds wouldn't even be wasting their time, bro. Like, they wouldn't even be wasting their time if they didn't have nothing. Like, you know what I mean? If they had nothing, they wouldn't be. The feds don't play games, bro. Like, that's the worst. No, every street. No, we don't play. You don't play with the feds, bro. Like, the feds don't play. We all know that. So if the feds on you like that, out of here.
Well, he was trying to have a speedy trial. So they wanted the trial to start in January. But the feds came in and said, well, we have 2.3 gigabytes of stuff for you guys that are going to need to go through. We have video surveillance, we have video, we have audio, and you guys are going to need more time. And so they ended up pushing the trial back to, they say October, but, you know, probably going to get pushed back again. Because there's just so much stuff for Little Durk's team to go through.
That's a wrap, bro. Gotta take that deal.
He should take a deal.
Gotta take
What would be a good deal?
What, for that?
Yep.
Yeah, give me 15 years. Let me go and give me 15. I'll take 15 right now.
I don't think they're going to offer him a deal, bro.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's a wrap. Out of here. I was like, bro, I would be like, go ahead, give me 15. I'll take 15 right now.
15 would be a really good deal.
Yeah.
That would be a really good deal for Durk. But,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, they're saying they have, you know, they have snitches. You know, it says surveillance. So when I hear that, I'm thinking like John Gotti type of shit, where they like got the van down the street, or they rented the apartment across the street.
You gotta think, these
niggas
been killing for you, like all the murders that go on in Chicago, all that's going on. He's a big name rapper. He getting money. You know what I mean? It's, bro, gonna take 15 to get about there, get about them people with. Take 15, 20, and get about the way. At least you got a date.
He started doing all this peace stuff. You know, he linked up with J-Man. He started to preach peace a little bit. But everybody's saying it's too late. You know,
late.
Once all this stuff is happening, man, all that cleaning your image up stuff isn't gonna work.
It's too late. He been talking and all this, and now all of a sudden, like, after you put a hit on, get it cute, now you want to like clean up your image. Like, bro, it's too late, bro. Stay a gangster, bro. Like, you're a gangster, you're a gangster. Stay a gangster.
So you don't think you should have tried to do the peace stuff?
I mean, you should, but I don't think that's gonna save you. Like, that ain't gonna save you.
Feds don't care. Feds are not gonna care. They probably already had the evidence. How long do you think the feds had all this evidence?
Before that piece. They had it before that piece. Before that piece. Like, you already done paid to get it killed. Like, you know what I mean?
Have you ever had to deal with somebody who snitched on you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm sure I have. I'm sure it's a few snitches still walking around right now that we, you know what I mean? We don't even know they snitch. Like, we got a lot of like, it's that snitch, but you know what I mean? They ain't got caught yet. When, you know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure some snitches still amongst us.
You can have paid informants.
All I'm saying, it's still, I believe it's still around right now. They just ain't got caught yet. And they ain't got nothing to snitch on me for. So they ain't, you know what I mean? They ain't got nothing on me.
Living a legit life.
I do not even worry. I don't have them worries no more in my life. Like, I'm not a criminal. So me, I don't worry about who's snitching or who not. You ain't got nothing to snitch on me for. I'm not a criminal. I don't live a criminal life. I don't worry about that. But I mean, it was a point in my life where I did and where I would be worried, like, you know what I mean? Where I was concerned about things like that. But like in these days and ages, like, that's not a concern of mine. I'm not a criminal. I don't live a criminal lifestyle. I don't give a no snitch. You can't snitch. What you gonna snitch on me for being a good father? You know what I mean?
Well, one of the guys is probably from LA. The guy that gave him the drop on, allegedly anyway, all this is alleged. They gave them the drop on Quando Rondo is allegedly from LA.
Allegedly. We gonna see. You know what I mean? It's gonna all come out. But allegedly. That's what they're saying.
And this guy's probably cooperating, being that he hasn't been arrested yet.
We're gonna find out.
One of the shooters.
Definitely cooperating.
Definitely, he hasn't been arrested.
Definitely.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. We're gonna find out. We're gonna see. I mean, you know what I mean? We can't make predictions. We don't know. It's all alleged. It's all, you know what I mean? But we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
It's kind of hard to think of another reason why he wouldn't have been arrested with everybody. I mean, I guess anything can happen, but you know.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
Have you had a chance to see all the academics accusations?
That shit is creepy, bro. Like, I did that whole conversation. It was like, that shit was creepy. Me being a father, like, just hear it, like, bro, that shit was creepy, bro. Like, I didn't get that. That shit was academics creep, bro. That shit was creepy as hell. I didn't even like that line of questioning. What are you asking? Like, bro, I don't even talk to my sons like that. Like, my son, like, bro, I don't even, like, we don't even have them conversations. Like, I don't even, like, bro, that shit was creepy, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I've never heard nothing like that before, man. a grown man saying those type of things to how old was he? Like 12?
The youngest, like, bro, like, what do you even, like? That shit was creepy as, bro. Straight chomo vibes, bro. Real chomo vibes, bro.
And you would think, like, you know, academics didn't really seem like he really got it either. Like, he didn't understand what he did wrong.
Because he's a creep. That's like, I be seeing this shit. I follow on Instagram. They be catching, like, the little chomos and slapping the shit out. Just slapping. You see that shit? Like, they need to, like, bro, to catch a predator shit, bro. Like, that shit was creepy, bro. As soon as I seen it, I was like, what the, bro.
What do you think about academics trying to expose LeBron James for cheating on his wife?
I think academics is a bitch ass. I don't really like academics like that. Academics is a bitch to me. Like, I with him, like, well, in the beginning, like, when he was doing the covering the Chicago shit and all that, I used to watch him. But ever since he jumped in the bed with 6ix9ine and started sucking his dick, I just ain't been feeling academics ever since then. Like, so I don't with academics like that. Cornball.
Speaking of 6ix9ine, the IRS is auctioning off his chains and his plaques.
That's crazy. Like, I thought he was getting money. Didn't he just get a new deal for like, what? See, but that go back to what I was saying. We not taught money management. We don't know money. Like, bro, we just get money, but we have no real knowledge of money and what to do with it and which way to go. Like, a lot of people we just come across some money and it's just like, you know what I mean? We don't really know the right moves to make, bro. And it's happened time and time again. Wesley Snipes, I heard Wesley Snipes went to jail for tax evasion, and so many people go bankrupt, and like through the years, like I've seen this so much. They don't teach money management in school. Like, we don't know what to do, and like people just think, like, people assume that you have life just figured out. Like, everybody just knows and has everything figured out. Like, bro, we don't know about this shit. So like, if you never taught this to us, you guys don't teach it. I think it should be a school requisite. Like, it should be like taught and it be a requirement. Like, they need to teach this. Like, why we don't know about money? They don't teach us this. Like, we don't know anything about taxes and investments and stocks and bonds, and like, we don't know about this shit, bro.
One of the most important things in life is taxes. You got to do it every year of your life.
I didn't think you had to do it. I thought if you don't have a job, you don't gotta file taxes, right? Like, if you're not making any money.
If you're not making any money.
If you're not making any money, you gotta file taxes. But like, you know what I mean? But like, for them being millionaires and you making all this money, I feel like somebody should be in their ear telling them, like, yeah, you know, you should do, like, yeah, you made this $12 million, you should put aside this much money for taxes, and like, you know what I mean? It should be taught. Like, it's like nobody teaches you this. Like, who teach? Like, where's the class at? Where did the last? Like, it's no lesson until the feds come knocking, until the IRS come knocking. Like, it's like, goddamn, like, when was y'all gonna let me know? You know what I mean?
I seen a video of a guy, and he said, you know, he didn't pay taxes for 4 years because he just didn't know he had to pay taxes. Like,
people don't know. There's no class. There's no class on this shit. People just really don't know.
Especially when you're making like YouTube money. They're, you know, like if you have a regular job, they're gonna take the money. You know, but if you're on YouTube, they just send you the money. So you might be getting all this money. You might make $250,000 or $500,000 or $1 million. You know, some people make a lot. You know, and you're going to get this money and you got to pay taxes on it, but they're not taking the taxes out. And people don't, especially young people, maybe they don't come from a family who had money, then they just end up getting screwed. They'd be like 4 years and now they owe all types of money. They owe like $500,000.
People don't know.
It's crazy.
That's why they need to teach that shit. Like, somebody needs to teach that. It needs to be a thing. Like, you know what I mean? We need to learn that shit. Just like you try to teach us this bullshit ass Christopher Columbus and all the other bullshit, teach us about money.
I mean, it doesn't really seem to affect 6ix9ine, man, but you know, that's a lot. I mean, it would suck to have all your shit confiscated, your cars.
I mean, yeah, but why didn't somebody tell him? Like, why didn't somebody tell him?
It's up, right? Nobody says, hey, man, are you paying taxes, bro?
Yeah,
like, not one
nobody
said
around
nothing
you.
to him. Like if you go years without paying taxes and not one person said, are you paying taxes on this shit? Like, you got bad friends. Like, nobody, like,
crazy.
You never had no money conversations. Like, it's like,
crazy. That's crazy. That was crazy. Bro, you gotta always think MC Hammer. There's so many examples. TLC, MC Hammer, like all the people that you seen with millionaires that went broke and had legal troubles behind. Like, you should know. Like me, I haven't made $1 million, so I don't be worried about that shit. But that's millionaires and made millions of dollars, and like that should be in the back of you would think, like, all right, like, let me ask someone about this. Like, you know what I mean? Let me ask someone. Let me try to find out. Like, I've seen MC Hammer, TLC, and just multiple people, like, get in trouble behind taxes and shit like that. Like, I would be You know what I mean? If I really started making some real money, that definitely is gonna be in the back of my mind.
Well, Irv Gotti
Damn, he
just passed
died.
away.
That's crazy, bro. That was crazy. And 50 a petty dude, bro. 50 never like 50, excuse me. 50 never miss out on a chance to be petty, bro. He a petty bastard, bro.
50 did come out with a post,
Petty bastard.
kind of mocking his death. I mean, it's kind of expected of 50.
Petty bastard.
You know, a lot of people
Take a fade, nigga. Take a fade. Take a fade.
Take a fade. You know, I mean, this kind of goes back to the whole, dissing the dead thing. It's been a lot less lately. With 50 though, I think people kind of just expect a little bit better from someone that's as big as 50.
Petty bastard. Shout out Irv Gotti though, man. He did a lot to I ain't gonna lie, you gotta respect his contributions to the game. He was a petty bastard too, though. He was but you gotta respect his contributions to the game. Like, you know what I mean? He did a lot for hip hop. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta respect his contributions.
He did a lot, man. He helped DMX, Jay-Z, Ja Rule, Ashanti. He brought Lloyd in. Lloyd was signed to Murder Inc.
A lot of people.
I mean, he
was responsible for more than that. Like, I think DMX and he did a lot. He did a lot. You gotta respect his contributions to the game.
They did the documentary, a couple years back, where they
Which
talked
one?
about a lot of stuff. The Murder Inc. documentary.
Did they? I missed that. I didn't even see that.
And I mean, it was their beef with 50 kind of, it goes back, man, with the whole Preem situation and Irv being cool with Preem and, Preem having, allegedly having 50 shot. So it's a lot. They got an extensive history of really, it was real.
Yeah, shit got real, but honestly, you gotta move on from shit, bro. Like, you can't let shit control your life. Like to me, I feel like when you still when you hold on to old shit like that, it's like it has control over your life, bro. Like I learned to let shit go and move on. Me personally, I just I don't walk around holding hate in my heart, like, you know what I mean? Just it's like I feel like that's like controlling, like you giving control over you, bro. Like me, I just rather let go and move on. Shit, like you talk about 30 years ago shit, like, you know what I mean? This shit like been 30 years ago, like, bro, move on.
How hard was it for you to let go of stuff, coming up in the streets,
I mean, I it took a while. Like, I ain't gonna, I'm not perfect. It took a while, but honestly, I had to move on, bro. I had to let shit go. Like, shit, like, it's a lot of shit that still comes up today, and it just, I don't let it bother me, bro. I've moved on. Like, I've let it go. I'm not harboring those feelings. Like, I don't like you. Like, I don't with y'all, but I'm not looking for y'all. I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? It's just, I let shit go, bro. I moved on. Like whatever it was what it was. It's over with now. I'm moving forward. Like, you know what I mean? It ain't making me no money. I'm moving forward in life. It's just, I let it go. I move forward.
But that was something that took you years to do, right? It wasn't like an overnight.
It wasn't overnight. No, it wasn't overnight. But it ain't been 30 years, though. 25 years, like, that shit ain't been 25 years ago, shit. Like, bro, you still talking about that shit? Like, it's like, bro, move on.
Well, there was this video that came out. This kid, is accused, this 16-year-old kid is accused of killing another 16-year-old kid. And, he's in court. And, he starts crying because there's, the judge is telling him, he was denied bail and you're not getting out.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see the video? Let's see if I can find the video for you.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Don't cry now. Oh man, shit. Don't cry now. You did what you did, bro. Don't cry now. Chin up, chest out, Queen straight. Don't cry now.
They want to try him as an adult.
I mean, you killed it, bro. You did some adult shit. Shit. Take it like, bro. You weren't crying when you killed that. You know what I mean? Take it like a man. That's what I would take it like a man.
You know, I mean, 16 is young, man. You know, he's probably not even, he probably has no idea the ramifications of what he's done. And
he know what he did. That's why he crying. That's why you crying. He know what he did. Like, bro, honestly, like, bro, I don't feel sorry for, like, bro, we know what we did. You know the job was dangerous. Like, we out saying in the street, you know the job was dangerous when you took it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he knew what the ramifications was. And you still decided to go through with it. So, take it like a man. Oh, God.
So he gonna grow up in jail.
And shit.
Probably at least do 20. I don't know if he's gonna do life. A lot of times nowadays, kids when they're 16, you know, they get sentenced to life, but
you get out.
You usually get out 20, 30 years later.
Man, take it like a man, nigga.
You know.
I mean, I've seen it too many times. That's why I can't feel like, bro, you know what you were doing, nigga. It don't matter, like, oh, I'm only 16. So you know what you were doing.
What did you think the first time you had a friend or somebody you knew, get arrested for that serious of a crime at that age?
I mean, shit, take it like a man. You know what I mean? Take it like a man. Because, like, honestly, like I said, we knew the job was dangerous when we took it. Like, you know what I mean? We knew the job was dangerous. Like, we know it, like, it don't matter, like, 16 or 26, 36. Like, you know the ramifications of what shit like that brings. Like, you know. Like, so I can't, take it like a man.
Snoop Dogg and Rick Ross are getting a lot of backlash for performing at the Crypto Ball for Trump's inauguration. People are mad. I heard Snoop lost like 500,000 followers on Instagram over this.
So what? Like, what the? Like, bro, that shit is so corny. I wouldn't even notice, like, if I lost some. Like, who gives a? Like, bro, I lost some followers. I'm gonna unfollow you. I don't give a. Like, bro, like, who cares? Who gives a? You think Snoop gives about you unfollowing him? Like, who gives a fuck?
I'm sure he made plenty of money.
Exactly.
So
like, that's the goal.
He's sitting there going, yeah, okay, I lost 500,000 followers, but
he probably made $2 million.
$2 million.
Like, yeah, like, who gives a, bro? That shit sounds so corny. I'm gonna unfollow you. Like, bro, I don't give a. Like, bro, did I even know you followed me in the first place? Like, you think he even knew that you followed him? Like, bro, he didn't, like, bro, I don't give a. Like, bro. People put too much on this social media shit. Like, bro, this shit is, bro, I don't give a about your, like, your unfollow, bro. Like, you think I give a.
You were like the king of blocking people.
Exactly. Like, you feel me? Like, block, like, bro. Like, you
I don't even think you had good reasons to block people, dog. I'd watch your lives, bro, and it'd be like, oh, he said something small. It'd be like, block.
Yeah, like, bro. Like, you think I give a about your unfollow? Like, I don't give a, like, that shit ain't making me or breaking me, bro. Like, people put too much into that shit. Like, who gives a?
What do you think about 50 Cent going after Little Meech? Like, let me read the post for you.
I've seen that. 50 Cent is a petty bastard, bro. I'm telling you, like, he's a petty bastard. Like, why everybody gotta kiss your ass and like, bro, these are business relationships. These ain't personal relationships. This ain't Tony Yayo and, you know what I mean? These ain't you grew up with and, like, bro, nobody give a about your beefs, your rap beefs and shit. Your rap beef. Like, we don't give a, go take a fade.
I'm gonna do a quick summary of it, man. They just told me you unfollowed me off Instagram. Now you mad at me when I would take the shirt off my back for you. I can't believe this, man. You act as if I'm your enemy. I've only showed you love and loyalty and human. I go through my own shit, but I never switched up on Cross. He gave my dad some bread so he can afford to pay his bills until our next season starts. This internet shit is throwing me off. You know me in real life. 50 responded with, what next season, little dude? Well, he said the N-word, but.
Your season. Like, be on your show, like, your show, like. That's cool, like, you know what I mean? Your show. On to the next. Like, you think BMF was BMF before 50 produced the show. Like, BMF, Big Meech was Big Meech before you produced your show. Like, 50. Like you think they wouldn't have got a show without 50? Like, 50 just came up off of them. Like, they didn't come up off of you. You came up off of them. They was gonna do what they was gonna do regardless, bro. Like, you think, like, bro, Meech getting out of jail, you think nobody wanna make a movie or nobody would, like, bro, you just jumped the gun and you got it. But, like, honestly, like, you, like, BMF was BMF before 50 Cent produced it.
People are saying that Meech shouldn't have been that nice to 50. That Meech's text to 50 should have been like, fuck you, I'm with my dad.
I mean, yeah, like, you know, you was, nah, but you know, he on some, you know, he with him though. Like, he didn't think, I think he just, you know, he with 50, he wasn't, I don't think he was looking that far into it, like, how 50 look at shit. Like, you know what I mean? Nobody is petty as 50. I don't think they felt like, nobody looked at, like, nobody give a about your rap beefs. We got business relationships. Like, that's where, you know what I mean? We do business together. Like, nigga, I don't give a about your rap beefs and all that shit, bro. That shit. Your rap beef. Take a fade.
Take a fade.
Take a fade.
That's the new phrase.
Take a fade.
Take a fade. Okay. 50 Cent does the post, you know. Meech says the text, little Meech. I mean, at this point, you know, do you think there's any way that they could mend this situation?
I wouldn't want to mend it. You and your rap beefs. I wouldn't want to mend it. You. I wouldn't want to mend shit. You and your rap beefs.
So if you was Little Meech or Big Meech?
You and your rap beef. That's what I would have said. You and your rap beef. Take a fade.
Little Meech doesn't really seem like the type that's, you know, would really want to beef with somebody.
Exactly. They don't give a like.
You think it was wrong for 50 to post the text?
Petty bastard. Petty bastard. Take a fade. Take a.
I don't know. Little Meech is kind of small to be taking the fade with 50, but.
Man, your chin ain't got muscles. It only take 5 pounds of pressure to knock you out. Like, bro, everybody, like, your chin ain't got no muscles, bro. Like, you can work out hard as you want to. 5 pounds of pressure, bro. That's it. 5 pounds. Bam! A good, well-placed punch put you out. Your muscles.
The thing that kind of trips me out about this situation is, you know, I interviewed Blue Da Vinci probably almost 2 years ago now. And he was the first one to accuse Meech of snitching.
So yeah, I got Cuffy right here, man, St. Louis legend. You know what I'm saying? And I know people heard me speak about Meech's paperwork situation with the last interview that we had, and a lot of people had a lot of stuff to say. They don't believe it, Blue's hating. You know what I'm saying? And when I went back and I looked at everything, I was like, you know what, bro? It's only right and only one way to really do it. You good? Only one way to really do it and just let Dog speak for itself. So I wanted him to call in, and this is him calling in during the interview. Go ahead, Cuff, man. You can introduce yourself and take the flow.
Hello, what's up, man?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you know, a lot of people, man, is thinking that this thing is made up or this thing is fake or that I have an axe to grind. You feel me?
Right.
But I'm in here with a 27-year sentence based on Demetrius Flannery, as you all know as Big Meech, and Tammy Cowens, known in the paperwork as CS1.
Right.
Confidential source 1. So what Big Meech did was call a third-party cooperation. So Tammy Cowens signed up to be a DEA informant. to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut, plain and simple.
But he got so much hate, and the fans did not believe him. Even when I want to say 3-4 months ago, Cuffy was on the phone with Blue Da Vinci, and kind of laid the whole situation out because Cuffy's the guy that Meech is accused of cooperating against. They were still mad at Blue. They still didn't believe him. 50 makes a few posts.
Now they believe him.
Now they believe it. And you know what they were saying in the comments? We ain't seen no paperwork. We want to see the paperwork. We want to see the paperwork. We want to see the paperwork. 50 didn't show no paperwork.
Yeah, 50 ain't show no paperwork.
He ain't show no paperwork, but...
Selective politicking.
Man.
Selective politicking.
Fans are flimsy, floozy as hell.
Them too.
Man.
I don't care though. I don't give. I'm not a criminal. You know what I mean? I don't commit crimes. I don't sell drugs. I could care less, bro. Like, that's between you and your hood and your homies, and you know what I mean? I don't give I'm not that invested in these careers.
Yeah, that's something that I've never, I've never really went hard with the exposing snitches things. It's came up a few times, like when I interviewed Blue, it came up. I think it came up one other time, but it hasn't really been my thing.
It's corny, especially if you ain't finna do shit about it. If you ain't finna do shit, what you finna kill him for snitching, or what you gonna do? You gonna do something about it? Like, if you ain't gonna do shit about it, what you worried about it for? You know what I mean? Are you in business with it? Like, are you selling drugs too? Like, you know what I mean? If you're not invested in, why are you so invested? I could care less, bro. I don't give a who's snitching or not, bro. I'm not a criminal. You know what I mean? I don't give a...
Is it a lot more easier moving around life, not being a criminal, not having to watch your back?
It's way better. It's so much better.
Was there any particular situation that happened that kind of woke you up?
For me, it's a lot of shit that happened. It was just a lot of shit happened in my life, and I just came to a realization. It just came at a certain point where I was tired, and I didn't want that life. You know what I mean? I didn't want that life. I don't like dealing with people. You know what I mean? It's just I just didn't want that for myself. I've been through enough. I've seen enough. And I just knew I didn't want that for myself. So I changed my ways and changed the people, changed the people that I hung around that were, you know what I mean? I changed myself, and with bettering myself, I learned to place myself around better people. So it's you know what I mean? I don't have them worries no more.
Now there's another guy, J Hood.
I was in jail with J Hood. He was next door. The thing is, he baby J Hood, right? That one you talk about, he baby J Hood. But we was in Supermax. He baby J Hood. I was in the dorm with Tiny J Hood, his little homie, or I guess his cousin or his little homie or whatever. But I was in the dorm with him, and that little took a fade with every East Coast that came in the dorm. Swear to God, everyone that came in the door, he was that's why I was saying I don't know about the 50 and 0 and all that, but that was ringing when we was in jail. This 2015, I want to say 15 or 16, somewhere around there. But that name was ringing bell. He used to come over there though, the baby J Hood, the one that's going viral on the internet. He used to come to the dorm, I guess when he come back from visits or come back from court, he used to come to the bars and holler at Tiny J Hood. But the Tiny J Hood was in the dorm with me, and that little was squabbling. But I was hearing about baby J Hood. His name was ringing in that month. He was doing it.
So both of them?
Both of them was doing that. Both of them. They both were.
And this kind of this kind of pissed some people off with him saying he was 50 and 0 and all that.
I mean,
Is it possible to go 50 and 0 in jail?
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to be pretty
bad. I'm saying, when you in jail for years, you know what I mean? He was fighting his case. He was fighting murder cases. You know what I mean? So he spent a long time in the county jail, you know what I mean? Going back and forth to court and being in different dorms and more. Hell yeah, you could go 50, like, you know what I mean? Hell yeah, you could fight 50, hell yeah. All right, you gotta think. Just say
And
you
not
ain't-
lose, not one big fool came along and was like,
just fight good. Like
you
Mayweather. Mayweather 50 and 0.
yeah, okay, but
Mayweather 50 and
Mayweather's a
0.
professional boxer though, bro, and he's the only one.
That's a boxer. Like these is niggas is real hood squabbling.
But
like
everybody can't be 50 and 0.
everybody not, but he could be. Everybody, I'm not 50 and 0, but you know what I mean? He could be. I'm not saying that he is, but I'm saying it's possible. It's possible. Hell yeah, it's possible. Hell yeah. That was squabbling though, I ain't gonna lie. His little homie was squabbling shit out. He was a little, the tiny J Hood, he was squabbling shit out. Like he was fighting bigger, way bigger than him. He didn't give a he was squabbling all them, every from East Coast that came in that door, he squabbled them. That's all like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying he beat everybody up, but he squabbled them. He wasn't turning down nothing. Oh God. The truth is the truth, bro. Facts is facts. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm just giving you the facts. Like it was what it was. Little nigga squabbled everything that came through there.
Well, you've been to prison a few times, right?
Definitely.
You know, I mean, during that last trip to prison, you know, was that like, you know, a changing moment? Were you in there like, I'm just like, this ain't it?
It wasn't even, you know what? Cause I went to jail. I didn't go back to prison. After the last time I went to prison, I didn't go back to prison, but I still caught more cases. After that, I caught more cases, and that last case I caught, I just was done. It was like, bro, why do I keep ending up back here? Like, you know what I mean? I keep ending up back in jail again. I keep ending up in handcuffs, and it's just like, I really had to like, I knew like, I kept saying like I didn't want to come back, but I really like started making changes within myself to ensure that I don't go back. Like, and now it's like, I pretty much got it, you know what I mean? I figured it out. I don't go to, like, that life is over with for me.
So it was just more age then, just growing up in age and being sick of it.
Pretty much.
Really any one particular thing.
Pretty much.
Do you think most people get to that point in their life, right? You know?
A lot of people do, but it's a lot of people that don't. Like, it's like, honestly, I see people, it's people that's old as fuck, and I see still coming out of jail, going in and out of jail, 60 years old, still in and out of jail and shit, and still ain't learned their lesson. Like, it's some people just don't get it, bro. Some people just never, and I just don't want that for myself. Like,
that's crazy, bro. 60 still going in and out of jail?
60 years old, 63 years old, still in and out of jail, and still ain't figured life out.
You think some people just get like so used to jail that it just don't bother them at all?
I think some people just dumb. Like, honestly, some people just dumb as a mother.
Okay. You think it's just lack of intelligence?
Dumb as a mother.
Oh, man. Okay. Yeah. Well, all right, Boskoe.
Man, it's always a pleasure, bro. You already know.
I appreciate you.
This go viral. We're gonna do some numbers with this. We always go up and up, but I think this one gonna get it.
Yeah, I think so too, man.
Oh yeah.
Someone's doing it, you know, got a lot of good shit.
I know.
You know, yeah, appreciate you, man.
Oh yeah.
What's up? This is Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Capone News.